morning. If you'll begin finding your seats and silencing your cell phones, please, we'll be starting momentarily. Good morning. Welcome all family and friends of the soon-to-be graduates. My name is Jason Griffin. I'm the major of the Texas Department of Public Safety Training Operations Division. We are gathered this morning to celebrate the graduation of the 176th Trooper Trainee Academy Class B-2024. To open the ceremony, I'd like to ask everyone to rise for the presentation of colors led by the Texas Department of Public Safety Pipe and Drum Corps, followed by Corporal Adrian Veals, who will sing the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
Please be seated. I would like to take just a moment to acknowledge some special guests who are with us here today. Texas State Senator Morgan Lamontia, Megan Muller, Office of Lieutenant Governor, the Executive Director of TCOL, Greg Stevens, Colonel Ron Vanderest, Texas Parks and Wildlife, Randall Prince, DPS Lieutenant Colonel, retired, Robert Bodish, DPS Deputy Director, retired, Tommy Williams, former Texas Senator and Senior Advisor to Governor Greg Abbott, Shelby Sterling from Senator Birdwell's office, and Matt Rushak from Representative Yellen's office. Thank you all for your support. I would also like to recognize those who lead this agency and will continue to support our new graduates as they join the department's mission to protect and serve Texas. On stage with us to your left is our DPS executive team, Lieutenant Colonel Walt Goodson, Lieutenant Colonel Jason Taylor, and Colonel Freeman Martin. Also with us, our Public Safety Commission, Commissioner Nelda Blair, Commissioner Dan Hord, Commissioner Larry Long, Commissioner Stephen Stodgehill, and Chairman Stephen Mock. Lastly, we would like to thank our team from the Training Operations Division who worked tirelessly to bring our soon-to-be graduates to this moment. Our recruiters and recruiting support staff who started this journey with our new troopers many months ago, providing guidance and encouragement, and our training and academy support staff who provide leadership, nourishment, medical care, equipment, and life-saving skills. If you would all please stand to be recognized. Thank you all. I would like to introduce now the Assistant Chief of the Training Operations Division, Derek Prestridge.
Well, good morning, friends and family. The Texas Department of Public Safety Training Academy team are the most elite law enforcement training group in the country. And they're here with us this morning in part to celebrate the graduation of our troopers. But their presence also represents our assurances to you that your loved ones are the most highly trained, well-prepared, and newly equipped law enforcement graduates in the nation. We have literally signed our names in confidence that each man and woman earned their badge in the hardest DPS training academy to date. So without further delay, I now present to you Class B-2024. Have the trainees be seated. I think that deserves another round of applause, doesn't it? Well, this next address is truly historic. B-24 is the first class to graduate under his command as the 14th Colonel of the Texas Department of Public Safety. It's with immense pride and honor that I introduce the Colonel of the Texas Department of Public Safety, Colonel Freeman F. Martin.
Good morning. If that doesn't make you proud, I don't know what does. Thank you all for being here today. And I'd like to start off this morning by thanking all the families and friends that have supported these troopers over the last 7 months. So how about a round of applause for everybody that supported them? Today we welcome 130 of the best and brightest to the ranks of the Texas Highway Patrol. Today's a great day for our new troopers, for your families and friends, but it's also a great day for the Department of Public Safety, the state of Texas, and for me personally, as B-24 is my first graduating class as Colonel of the Texas Department of Public Safety. For those of us who have been watching Class B-24 over the last 30 weeks, we know how far you've come. We've seen your grit, we've seen your determination, we've seen your mental and physical toughness, and we've seen you come together as a group. You'll forever be part of B-24. That's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, and it's special to us at DPS. DPS employees always remember their class. Even today, 34 years later, every time something significant happens to one of my classmates, my phone blows up with text, "Congratulations, A90." When we come together as a group to accomplish something as challenging as graduating from the Texas DPS Academy, there's something special about it, and you remember that forever. You come together as a group, and it's something you're proud of and something you never forget. Today, there's going to be a lot of focus on what you've accomplished in the last 30 weeks, but the process begins long before. It goes back to who you are as a person and what you've done in life. You see, we can't graduate a trooper if we start with the wrong person. We can't pin a badge on somebody and make them something that they're not. Part of the process begins with a rigorous application and background process, including a polygraph and a psychological examination. It starts with integrity. Integrity is the first core value of the Department of Public Safety, and it can't be taught in a police academy. Through the application process and vetting process, you demonstrated that you are men and women of good character and integrity. Whether you're fresh out of college, the military, or have prior law enforcement, you lived a life that set you up for success at the Department of Public Safety. 1,760 people applied for this academy, 1,760 individuals, and 130 made it. So congratulations. Moving forward, on or off duty, your actions should always be guided by the department's core values. Integrity. Once it's lost, it can never be regained. Excellence. Seek to be the best in everything that you do. Accountability. Always take responsibility for your actions, no matter the cost. And teamwork. We're always stronger when we collaborate to meet common goals. Unfortunately, today in Texas, we face more threats than we faced in our entire lifetime. So how can I say with confidence that Texas will be safer tomorrow than it is today? I can say that, first of all, because I know the men and women of DPS. We stand ready to protect Texas from the panhandle to the border with Mexico. And second is proven strategies. More troopers, data-driven patrols, directed patrols, equal safer communities. Right here in Austin, DPS troopers targeted the highest violent crime areas in Austin for about 6 months and had a 58% reduction in violent crime. We did the same and had the similar results in multiple Texas cities. And I have no doubt when the class of B-2024, 130 of our highest caliber, best trained, best equipped troopers hit the road, they will make Texas safer tomorrow than it is today. I have no doubt. My last reminder for Class B-24 is always remember our motto, courtesy, service, protection. The motto dates back to 1933, before the Texas Highway Patrol joined the Texas Rangers to form the Texas Department of Public Safety in 1935. Courtesy is our version of community policing. Be courteous with every person you encounter, even criminals, because nobody confesses, nobody cooperates, or nobody consents to a search while being mistreated. We had a DPS director that was here for about 15 years, and at every recruit graduation, he told a story about a trooper who graduated who was a little overconfident, who had mastered the 7-step violator contact. He was on his field training program. Back then, they called it a break-in partner. There was no FTO program. And he was able to make his first traffic stop. As he exits the car and approaches the violator's vehicle, he noticed his patrol car's moving forward because he forgot to put it in park. And the story goes that he overcame that and ended up becoming the director of the Texas Department of Public Safety. So, my colleagues up here, the leadership team, has put a lot of pressure on me to come up with a story of something that I've done to tell at graduation. So we went back, we put a team of Rangers, the best investigators in the state, to look back at my 34-year career with the department, and we could not find one thing that I had done. I'm sure I'll be reminded by the time the day's over today. Hey, we're fortunate to be in Texas. We have a governor that is passionate about public safety. We have a Texas legislature that backs the blue, and the citizens of Texas overwhelmingly support law enforcement. We're even more fortunate here at DPS. Governor Greg Abbott appointed some of the most successful men and women from Texas to serve on the Public Safety Commission, the Oversight Committee for Texas DPS. Nelda Blair, Steve Stodchill, Larry Long, who you'll hear from here shortly, and Dan Horde. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Public Safety Commission, Stephen Mock. Stephen Mock has served on the commission since 2013, and he's been the chairman for nearly 8 years. Chairman Mock is the vice president and CFO of Mock Industry Group in Houston. He's very involved in his community. He served as the chairman on the boards of the Houston Symphony, the Family Services of Greater Houston. He is the current chairman of the board of the Kincaid School. He serves on the boards of the Harris County Sheriff's Office Foundation, the Sam Houston Area Council of Boy Scouts of America, and his alma mater, the Trinity University in San Antonio. Chairman Mock has been recognized by Crime Stoppers of Houston for his leadership and support of public safety, and he's also a past recipient of the Outstanding Eagle Scout Award. He's a great leader, and we're fortunate to have him in his support here on the Public Safety Commission. Welcome, Stephen Mock.
Morning, everybody. Thank you, Colonel Martin, for that kind introduction. I was wondering how he was going to weave in Director McCraw's story about the no parking or failing to put the car into park, and did a very good job. Thank you. He's only a few weeks into his tenure as director, but it's already easy to see that that the Commission made the right choice in selecting you to lead the Texas Department of Public Safety into our bright future. On behalf of my fellow members of the Texas Public Safety Commission, Nelda Blair, Dan Hord, Larry Long, and Steve Stodgill, I'd like to welcome everyone here today and to take a moment to recognize the other members of the Texas Department of Public Safety leadership team. Your dedication to the mission of DPS is clear, and we thank you for all you do for the great state of Texas. Graduation is always one of my favorite days to serve as chairman of the commission, a day in which we witness the hard work and commitment of these recruits over the past 30 weeks. It's truly humbling to see the promise you have made to the state of Texas. Thank you for your willingness to join the Highway Patrol. I also want to thank your family and friends who have stood behind you to this point. We appreciate their sacrifices and support that have helped you get to this stage today, and know that they will be there for you in the years ahead. We are grateful for all of you. Now, I've been privileged to see more than 24 graduations during my time on the Public Safety Commission. Each class represents a commitment by Governor Abbott and the legislature to ensuring that Texas remains safe, both along the border and over the vast distance to the state line. Your mission, starting today, is to protect and serve all of that. A straightforward mission, but one that's importance cannot be overstated. As you make the promise, let me also make a promise that the Public Safety Commission will do everything in our power to ensure that you have what you need to do your jobs and to do them well. So B-2024, I have a question for you. Are you ready? Yes, sir! Very well. It is now my honor to introduce today's speaker, Commissioner Larry Long. He was appointed to the Public Safety Commission in 2023 by Governor Abbott, and in just a short time he served, he's already made a tremendous impact. Commissioner Long hails from Dallas and is the owner and managing partner of L2JL Capital. He previously served on both the Texas Facilities Commission and the Finance Commission of Texas. He's a true philanthropist, serving as the former chairman of the American Diabetes Association Board of Directors, president of the Old Castle Building Envelope, and a member of the Seed Effect Board of Advisors. We are truly fortunate to have him as a member of the Public Safety Commission. Please join me in welcoming Commissioner Larry Long.
Well, thank you, Chairman Mock, for that very kind introduction. I really appreciate it, and for your tremendous leadership that you give to this commission. I know, along with Commissioner Hord and Stodgill and Commissioner Blair, they're going to join me in saying what a great job you've done, and I appreciate all the hours that you guys put into. I witness it firsthand, and I know it's because you love this state of Texas, so thank you. Colonel Martin, wow. Okay, here we go. Your first graduation. Thank you for coming in here. First of all, for your 33 or 34 years of service, I believe. And yes. And congratulations on your recent promotion. Yes, your leadership is already very evident. And I know you well enough by now that you are not going to settle for status quo. And we'll keep getting better and stronger every single year. You have surrounded yourself with a great leadership team, and I just want to let everybody know right now that the department is in great shape. So I want to welcome you to this graduation. It's a very special ceremony today, and to the 176th class of the Department of Public Safety, to all the family and friends that are out there, and all those that are viewing online, welcome to this very special ceremony. And you know, as a commissioner sometimes, I often get asked, do you get nervous speaking in front of a large crowd? And the very simple answer to that is yes, I get very nervous. I get very nervous. In fact, recently I was in a room of seasoned law enforcement personnel, and I was asked to give a few remarks. And I was in there, and the air was heavy, and I was walking up to the microphone, I got so nervous, I called for backup. It was crazy. Crazy thing to do, but I did it. But it's easy to stand up here in front of you today. It's real easy to stand up in front of this class, to watch them come in, march in with dignity, with preciseness, with confidence. It really brings tears to your eyes. And class, this is a milestone for you. So, okay, graduates, here we are. It's going to be your first day. This is a fresh beginning for you guys. Today is about celebrating your commitment, your perseverance, and the countless hours of training that you have completed. So how do you feel? And you don't have to answer. How do you feel? Are you a little nervous? A little excited? Ready to get out and start doing your job? Put all that to the side for a second. Enjoy this day. Live in the moment of what this day means today. And I promise you, whether it's your first full-time position, your second, your fifth, or your sixth, choosing to become part of the Texas Department of Public Safety is going to be one of the greatest decisions you've ever made in your life. I promise you that. And as you join the ranks of the DPS, you're going to become part of a very proud tradition of service and sacrifice. You're going to find a big community of people, 11,000 strong, both non-commissioned and commissioned, that you can rely on and depend on, and that's going to have your back in anything that you can encounter. That's how DPS is built. That's what this leadership demands, and that's the way it'll be. And let me remind everybody else in attendance today that we are not just graduating of police officers today. They are the guardians of our way of life in the state of Texas. They're our state police. Each graduate has committed this portion of their life to safeguarding our communities and ensuring that Texas will remain a place where safety and justice will always prevail. And may that never change. May it always be so. From tackling all types of crimes, and it's been mentioned, they're numerous out there, but it's also about fostering community relations. Everything that the Department of Public Safety requires in their training is to ensure a safe environment for all the citizens of Texas. It's a must. It has to be that way. Everything in a well-functioning society depends on and requires that our men, our women, and our children feel safe and are safe when they go about their daily activities. In your role at DPS, you're not going to only be asked to protect the people and the property of this state, but you're also going to be asked to deter crime as well. You're going to be called on to assist people in just about every different situation that you can possibly imagine. And each day you'll be asked to step out and step up and meet those challenges that are out there. The months of training that you have undergone have prepared you for a lot of different things. They prepared you to identify children that can't speak for themselves, that may even be trafficking out there, to identify everyday citizens in need of help, to identify criminals in the making before they even commit a crime, to look out for suspicious behavior. And God forbid, even if one of your own is in violation of the law. I know you've been trained that the easy choice is not always the right choice. So stay strong in your endless pursuit of justice. And as you begin this journey, I promise you the road is going to be tough and it's going to be challenging, but it's also going to be filled with opportunities to make a difference in this world, and opportunities for advancement too. DPS is a large organization. So pursue your dreams with a relentless determination. Remember that every obstacle is an opportunity to rise up, and every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. Never give up, Use the strength that you have and your perseverance, and I promise you it will lead you to a better place. I want you to think back why you chose this path. Why did you choose to become a state trooper? I wish I could have 130 conversations with you. And I know the reasons would be many, and I know the reasons would be varied. But one common theme I think would be in most of those conversations would be that you want to serve and protect. That's our mission, serve and protect Texas. And just make a tangible difference in this world. Keep that in your heart. Keep that in your heart as you go out there. Keep it in the forefront as you navigate the complexities of this career. Embrace every obstacle as a chance to grow and to show the true measure of your character. Over the last 30 weeks, your training officers have provided you with the skills you need. Your classmates have provided you with the support you need. And now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. Go into this next phase of your life and embrace it, and join the ranks and become part of the future of the Texas TAN. You are the future of the Texas Department of Public Safety. I want to stop here for a moment and just real quick, for those around the room, tell you a little bit more about Class B-2024. This class started May 20th of 2024. The graduates spent 30 weeks in training school. 164 were invited to the academy after that application process. 148 started, 130 are graduating today. We have 112 males and 18 females. Our troopers will report for duty on January 5th, 2025. 47 in our class are veterans of our military. Thank you, men and women, for your service. $29 of our graduates have prior in-state law enforcement experience, and 3 have prior out-of-state law enforcement experience. Think about that for a second. We have 32 graduates that have left agencies that are doing great things of law enforcement and have chosen to come over and be state troopers. That's amazing. That's a testament to itself right there. The age ranges from 21 to 45. 70 in our class are bilingual. We had 2 graduates that were married during their training. Just saying. Yeah. 2 babies were born to our graduates during the academy. Yeah. Texas requires in their basic peace officer course 736 hours of training to become an officer in the state of Texas. These graduates have received an additional 345 hours, almost half again as much as the state of Texas requires. And that last bit of information says that you have been trained to the very highest standards and will be held to those standards as members of the Department of Public Safety and by this leadership. You're about to become part of a very elite agency. As was said before, the best state police that we have in the United States of America. It is one that other law enforcement agencies in the U.S. and I dare say around the world look to and look up to. You're going to have as you go into the highway patrol, you're going to have a very strong network of support starting on January 5th. A vast communication center, our aircraft operations divisions will be assisting you on calls. And within the Highway Patrol, you'll have K-9 units and Marine units and dive and recovery operations and drone units, commercial vehicle divisions, and others. That's just to name a few. You have joined a tremendous team of individuals that do amazing things. And as I conclude, let us continue to remember the pride and optimism that we feel in this room right now. It's been said before, our state leaders support DPS 100%, and we are very, very thankful for that. To the families, I also want to thank and congratulate you on your unwavering support. Over the last 7 months, I know there have been birthday parties, and I know there have been celebrations. I know there have been mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews that would have loved to see their loved ones at those celebrations. So I think you've made a sacrifice as well, and I think we owe you a round of applause as well. So thank you. To our recruits, I'll just say, embrace the months ahead. Let your actions be the testimony to your dedication that you have. I'm going to ask you to do something. 2 seconds. Close your eyes. Remember where you were on May 20th. The first room that you walked into. Now think about how far you've come, the miles that you put in, the hours of studying that you put in, the push-ups, the early meetings, and really just all the blood, sweat, and tears that brought you into this auditorium today and into those seats that you're sitting in. Today's your day. So Class B-2024, the 176th class of the Department of Public Safety, we have confidence knowing that you've been equipped with the very best skills and knowledge and tools to get your job done and do it very, very well. Your service is the cornerstone to our safety, and the safety and the well-beings of our communities depend on you. So I wish you Godspeed as you embark on this new chapter of your life. And finally, I'll close with just with a formal congratulations to each and every one of you on your tremendous achievement. It's really something. And with all measure of gratitude that I can extend on behalf of the citizens of this state, I now want to welcome you to the Texas Department of Public Safety. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you for your kind words. Thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Jordan Melson. I'm the captain of the Training Academy for the Department of Public Safety, the greatest training academy in the law enforcement profession. I would like to continue with some of the great highlights that the commissioner just went over, as well as some of the awards. Last night, we had a family night badge pinning ceremony to really appreciate and give value back to the family, which this great department has to have and revolves around. Part of that is our legacy. We have a great legacy within this agency that extends well beyond one person into a family, into our siblings, into our relatives. We have 4 trainees that are currently that are family members of currently serving or retired officers from the agency. We have one who had a grandfather that retired from the Texas Highway Patrol commercial motor vehicle. We have one that has a father who currently serves in our Criminal Investigations Division, and has an uncle that currently serves in the Texas Highway Patrol Commercial Motor Vehicle Enforcement. We have an uncle retired from our Aircraft Division, and one that has a father that is retired from our Criminal Investigations Department as well. During the final fitness test, 8,653 push-ups were completed by the class, with the most being done by Trooper Trainee Arnaldo Gonzalez with 130. 10,309 crunches were completed by the class, with the most being done by Trooper Trainee Timothy Russell with 125. The class also tested on a 4-minute road test and the 1.5-mile run. There was a total of 139,358 meters rowed during the 4-minute road test, and the fastest 1.5-mile ton by a female was Trooper Trainee Ciara Menifee at 10 minutes and 2 seconds. And by a male trainee, Trooper Trainee Alfredo Arellano at 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Over 644 pounds of weight was lost by the B-2024 trainees, while considering some gained weight due to increasing muscle mass during the training. In closing, special recognition to 5 Trooper Trainee Awards. Iris Torres and Alfredo Arellano both received Distinguished Fitness Awards for their outstanding performance in the areas of mental and physical conditioning. Severiano Garcia received an Academic Achievement Award for maintaining the highest GPA in the class with a GPA of 93.80. Lance Andrews received the Major James O. Ratliff Award for Outstanding Performance, also known as our Top Gun Award, for superior overall performance in the areas of control tactics, pursuit driving, and firearms training. Marcus Isagari received the Marcus Phoebus Leadership Award for displaying unparalleled leadership within the class. The Training Operations Division congratulates the award winners and is extremely proud of each of the class of B-2024. I now invite Colonel Freeman Martin back to the podium to administer the oath.
Prepare the troops to take the oath. Raise your right hand and repeat after me, using your name where I use mine. I, Freeman Martin, do solemnly swear that I'll faithfully execute the duties of a trooper of the Department of Public Safety of the state of Texas. I will never betray my integrity or my public trust. And I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Class B-24, what is your mission? Congratulations and God bless.
Presentation of badges. Miguel Aguero. Hubelter Alfaro. Lance Andrews. Alfredo Arellano. Pedro Arizpe. Damian Acey. David Ashford. Adrian Avila. Joshua Becerra. Jorge Beltran. Sean Bennett. John Brindle. Brandon Buckite. Danny Campa. Anthony Garabio. Odalis Carrillo. Homero Castellanos. Mark Castillo. Robert Castro Oliveras. Keyshawn Carlett. Mario Chacon. Victor Chavez. William Cruz. Terrence Dickens. Abigail Dominguez. Pedro Elizondo. Romero Encina. Carlos Escobedo. Kristen Escobedo. Manuel Espinoza. Kristen Fernandez. Jessica Fernandez. Kix Farrell. Benjamin Flores. Jaylyn Flores. Priscilla Flores. Matthew Francis. Ivan Garcia. Ivan Garcia. Jamie Garcia. Severino Garcia. Victoriano Garcia. Eduardo Garcia Rodriguez. Alex Garza. Devin Gomes. Aaron Gonzalez. Arnaldo Gonzalez. Ryan Graham. Kerdavius Green. Joshua Guillen. Kristen Guillory. Jose Gutierrez. Jonathan Hernandez. Christopher Harrington. Angel Higgs. Alexis Hurtado. Jeremy Inman. Joseph Jarvis. James Johnson. Jackson Jones. Tristan Kersey. Grace Kindred. Joshua Lastly. Juan Leon Huapaya. Karina Lopez. Luis Lopez. Susano Lopez. Alan Lucio. Andreas Lugo. Sergio Macias. Maria Mars. Andre Marine. Shondell Marshall. Kristen Martinez. Orlando Martinez. Roberto Martinez. Jonathan Marvin. Derek McLeod. Victoria Mendoza. Ciara Menifee. Alfredo Morales. Angel Moreno. Ruby Moya. Ronica Munoz. David Nava. Angel Nave. Enrique Ochoa. Jonathan Ochoa. Jared Oldag. Kristen Ornelas. Benito Orozco. Alvaro Palamo. Jacob Parker. Addison Paul. Jose Perez. Gervarius Perry. Damian Rains. Alejandro Ramirez. Rafael Ramos. Eileen Rancor. Jaime Regalado. Pedro Revilla. Javier Reina. Tyler Rios. Dustin Reisinger. Kristen Rodriguez. Jesus Ruiz. Timothy Russell. Brian Rutland. Darlene Salinas. Saul Salinas. Luis Sanchez. Marco Cerna. Michael Schmierzak. Micaiah Tate. Noah Thompson. Parker Tibbetts. Juan Tiorino. Iris Torres. Jose Torres. Raimundo Torres. Joanna Vaca. David Varela. Ulises Vargas. Nelson Velasquez. Bradley Wagoner. Kristen Wazak. Jonathan West. Brian Whitty. Marcus Isagiri. Carlos Zapata. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate our newest Texas State Troopers. We will now have the benediction by Class Chaplain Timothy Russell.
Class, attention! Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the benediction. Class, uncover. Lord, as we come to you today, as the finish of week 30, into our first steps of becoming Texas State Troopers, we thank you for everything that you've done for us to this point. As we finish this journey, we get onto a new adventure to learn our careers. And as you are with us at every step of the way during this class, we ask that you're with us every step in the future. Lord Father God, I pray for the blessing of protection of my brothers and sisters of B-2024, as well as the men and women who serve this great state. We thank you for everything that you've done for us and everything that you have planned for us. In your name, we pray. Amen. Let's recover.
If everyone will be seated, B-24, if you'll remain standing. We still have one more very important speaker and one final order of business. Troopers of B-24, you've been tested under pressure, faced uncertainty, stress, and moments of doubt. You know the harsh realities of the job, but through endurance, you found fortitude. And with that, you can overcome any evil and accomplish any mission. It's with a ringing endorsement of your capabilities that I now turn command over to the Chief of the Texas Highway Patrol, who will join and lead you through your mission to protect and serve Texas. I introduce Chief Brian Rippey of the Texas Highway Patrol.
Class B 2024, are you ready? Yes, sir! I know you are. I hereby order each of you to report to your assigned duty station on January the 5th, 2025, ready, willing, and able to assume your duties as a Texas State Trooper. Do you accept these orders? Yes, sir! Trooper Jose Perez, you may dismiss the class.